Football at Napa High?
Yeah, so a couple opportunities that were brought in my life from the football program here at Napa High is it really immersed me into some friendships I wouldn't have had if I didn't play football, because there's a lot of people on the team that the only reason that we came to know each other was because of the football program. So that really helped give friendships that I've formed that are going to last a lifetime. It's also taught me just to grind. It's also taught me just to grind through anything in life, not just sports related, but anything. If you're going through some tough times, just to grind through, and it's going to get better. And that hard work pays off, basically. I was the last 4 years of playing for Napa High football, I've definitely seen the hard work that I put in, you get out in sports and in life.
The opportunities were getting to meet new kids, for one. I played quarterback, and so a leadership role was kind of instilled in me early on. And basically, the opportunities afforded new friends, meeting new people, going out of town and playing games, and that was the opportunities.
Well, I figure my main opportunities at the time is it gave me job opportunities. You see, in those days, the men went off to war, or down on Mare Island or something, to make much bigger money than they were making working in the city of Napa. And consequently, when they did that, it opened it up so young fellows like myself could do something after school. So I got a job after school, and it was driving a laundry truck.
Yeah, so football, it's taught me to really embrace the process, not just in sports, but in anything you do. If it's worth your time and effort, you're going to find a way to put in the effort and work you need. And football really helped teach me that quality, because every day was a grind, and it was just such a payoff to win on Friday nights, almost every night. So yeah, it really just taught me to really embrace the grind and to really just fight through it. And in the end, it's going to be worth it no matter what, as long as you care for it enough.
I was able and have been able to count on people in my life and know who to count on. Football provided that impetus to move on, stay in a leadership role. I was entrusted with being a quarterback. And so that leadership moved on with me in my life, and to the point now where I'm able to give back some things to the school that I went to in high school. So football changed my life incredibly, playing in front of pretty good sized crowds, not like they play in, we played in the old stadium, but football has been very instrumental and has been and will be a big part of my life as I move on.
Well, I think basically you learn teamwork. And teamwork and getting along with people is important the rest of your life. But that's the first experience of I'd never played in organized ball or anything before that, because we didn't have it in those days. There was no peanut leagues and such. So you just went to Napa High and went out for football. And I played 1 year of freshman football. It was called the B team then, and then I played 3 years of varsity.
So the first and most important thing I have to say is to be on time. It really taught me that if you're on time, you're late, and if you're early, you're on time, basically. Anything in life, you want to be the first one in, first one out. And then another skill it taught me was to hold each other accountable, just in anything you're doing, because if you're too scared to tell your teammate or someone in the workplace that they're messing up and they need to fix it, it's not going to get done. So it really taught me to be able to use my voice with my other teammates to make sure we got done what we need to get done.
Skills acquired through the athletic and football program here at Napa High. Like I said earlier, leadership, being able to, very important to me to look people in the eye when you're speaking with them. Everyday life counting on people, knowing the right people that have your back, and them knowing that you have their back.
You have to know how to cooperate with people, and when you don't agree, you have to learn the way to disagree, because that's an art in itself. You can't just argue. If you argue, you create a negative vision. If you just cooperate and give your view, you can get part of your point across.
So my favorite memory, I would have to say, was probably my junior year. We were playing Vacaville at Vacaville, and it was basically the deciding game for who won MELs. And we were leading like almost the whole first half of the game, and then the fourth quarter came around and they were up, I think, by like a touchdown or two, and we went on defense, we stopped them, we scored, and then we stopped them again, went on offense again, scored, and we came back with like a minute left and ended up beating them and basically like sealing the deal to win MEL, which was a crazy game. Like it just felt so good to win at their stadium and just win MELs again. So that's what I have to say was best memory.
Probably my favorite memory growing up here, like I like to say, I grew up here at Napa High. We came in as sophomores. There were just 3 grades at the time, and like I said before, Vintage wasn't around, so there was a lot of kids, and getting to know them. Some of the favorite memories, for one, I remember going over to Armio, and one of the kids on our team broke another player's leg. A clean tackle, just snapped his leg, and so when I went back in to play quarterback, when we took over on offense, I got yelled at from probably the middle linebacker on their team, like, we're coming to break your leg. So let me just say, it started a bit of a brawl right there in the field. So Napa kids, keep your helmets on. If anybody ever swings at you, it's a good example of that. So that was fun. Nobody got hurt. Words were exchanged, and words will be exchanged. It's just part of the deal. And that was a fun.
Well, we were playing Petaluma, and I never had any kind of an injury, never sprained an ankle, never had any injury. But that day, in a block, I bumped my ribs on a guy's knee. So I was lying there, hurting, thinking I was dying, how you would at 17. And I'm lying on the grass, and my coach, who was a new coach that year at Napa High, Hal Buffa, he comes out. At the same time comes the Petaluma coach, and they reach across me and they shake hands with each other and meet each other and talk where they graduated from for a couple of minutes, things like that. Then all of a sudden, I look to my left and I see this fellow walking across, and he's got on black pants and a black vest and a white shirt that wasn't the cleanest. And he had his medical bag with him, and he puts it down and he checks me out quickly and says, "Oh, he's bumped his ribs. I'll take him to the hospital to get x-rays or something." So as they get me up, we're walking towards his car to take me over to the hospital. And on the side of it, the car was an old 36 Ford pickup. And on the side it says, "Dr. Gavini, cats to cattle." So I had a veterinarian taking care of me that day.
My uncle.
Yeah, so being an Napa High Indian, it means the world to me. We have a very proud set of traditions at this school, not only in the football program, but just the school as a whole. And anyone who's walked on this campus, they'll tell you, they're always going to be a Napa High Indian no matter what. And it's just such a prideful thing to be able to call yourself an Indian in this valley, and just it just means the world to me. And I just love this mascot and I love this school.
Well, first of all, let me say this. I'm very proud of my Indian heritage. My mother and my father were both Indian, as am I. Secondly, being a Napa High Indian, let me just tell you guys, you freshmen coming in, and you two sitting here that I'm talking to today, that when the blue and gold gets into your heart and gets into your soul, it is an unbelievable feeling. I'm just very proud to be able to give back to my school. Napa High has a long tradition of excellence in the classroom and on the field. And so being a Napa High Indian means everything to me. I can't express it more. And I graduated 46 years ago.
Being loyal, I'm still a loyal Indian fan. You know, it for a long time when I did the 40 years of announcing, that kept me close to the team. The coaches used to let me go in at half and listen to what they were going to say at halftime, things like that. And I stopped being the announcer. I retired from that. I started in '73 and quit in 2012. 40 years.